My name is Helen Kermenacker. I'm taking mathematics with an emphasis on secondary education, and I'm here at CSU Monterey Bay. I thought it was a lot of fun, and one of the best things I learned from it was really how to read mathematics, which is something that would be very helpful for us to teach students at a younger age, because I always struggled trying to work with textbooks through the years, but turns out that once I really know what the notation means, it's actually much easier to read stuff that's written in mathematical form than it is to read a bunch of text describing it. Mm-hmm. So that was my favorite takeaway from the class. We were given handouts that had very stripped down, bare bones information for us to work with, basically just what we've covered in the class so far, plus this. How can you tackle these things? It would have just a little bit of text, some definitions, and then questions. Sometimes we'd have a proof that was partly worked out, and we'd have to, fill in the missing steps, or if it was a multi-step one that had like different cases, rewrite the ideas from the first case for the second and third case so that you've covered everything. And it really helped you focus, because you weren't just sitting there taking notes and letting your mind wander partly while you were doing it. If you were going to learn it, you had to put in the time, and it was like puzzles, challenges. Instead of, here's how you solve the problem, now do these. Mm-hmm. It was a matter of, here's the tools. What can you do with it? Mm-hmm. Can you do this? And so that made it just a little bit more fun to approach that way. Mm-hmm. You were in control of how fast you worked, how far you got with it. Maybe if you had a little time, you could help your classmates, or think about what else maybe was implied by the stuff you've already done. Well, if this is true, and this is true, then I bet we could infer. And, sometimes I'd come up in the next lesson or something, and it'd be like, ka-ching, I got it. So I came into the class with the mindset that it's okay to make mistakes as long as you learn from the mistakes. So if I was up there on the board and I started to take a wrong turn, then Rachel might stop and ask the rest of the class, okay, what did she do here? Is this going to actually go in the right direction? And, oh, okay. Because, I was getting stuck a couple lines farther on, and now I know what to do. Now I can see other pieces fall into place. So I would have these mini light bulb moments, I guess, from having that interaction. Whereas in the inquiry-based learning thing, everyone's going up and giving presentations when they feel comfortable doing it, and helping each other with, maybe a point where the logic's a little rough or whatever. And I could really see what my classmates could do when they were truly focused. It's about deep understanding. You can learn methodology and not know a thing about why it works. And when people learn that way, it does not stick with them. What I like about being a math major is now I really feel like we have a much deeper understanding. I don't generally fall into the majority category on things like group work and maybe how I experience doing presentations. I love presentations. I know that was an issue for a lot of people in the class, that they did not feel comfortable going up there and exposing things. But being able to do that in that class and really having experience with it, hey, inquiry-based learning helps me help my classmates in a different setting. And I think do better presentations in general, because I've had so much experience with doing the mathematical presentations, which you don't get in other classrooms, and getting feedback on it.